Hello to everyone. I'm Selma, and today, together with my colleagues Selmin and Sheila, we will present you our case study. So, this case study is entrepreneurially oriented, and we have chosen BH Telecom as one of our biggest domestic companies here in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So we will guide you through the early beginning of the company, the history, the growth of the business, and on the end, where are they today. So I think now we can start. BH Telecom is a Bosnian telecommunication company. It is headquartered in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. On the first picture, you can see the logo of the company, and that's the logo that's been same over the years. And on the other picture, you can see like the biggest provider of BH Telecom, and it is called Moja TV. So that is a Bosnian IPTV provider. It provides various thematic channels, HD, and time shift channels. The history of the company. BH Telecom was established during the collapse of Yugoslavia in 1992, and that was one of the first companies that provided like internet services like GSM, 3G, and IPTV services. It was a government-owned corporation till 2004. And in 2004, BH Telecom became a public company, but even now the most stocks has the government, so the state. These are some like basic info. So this is a joint stock company. The industry is telecommunication. The headquarters are in Sarajevo, but the BH Telecom has many other, like the main office is in Sarajevo, but the other offices we have Tuzla, Bihać, Zenica, Travnik, Goražde, and Brčko. Key people and the CEO, the general manager is Sedin Kahriman. The products that this company offers are fixed telephony, mobile telephony, internet broadband, ADSL, 3G, IPTV, 4G, and 4G+.
So the environment of the company, I will first start by talking about the internal environment. So we can see here the employees' qualification structure, and the percentages of the people. So this is like who finished the high school, who finished the college and university. So the employees in the company are usually very satisfied because the salaries are great. But there's some of the people that are not really satisfied because they finished the university and they are working for the guy that finished only a high school. I know an example. My next door neighbor finished the telecommunications in the electrical engineering faculty. So he started working in BH Telecom, and he had a great salary. He was satisfied in the beginning, but one day they told him that the guy that was the head of like department that he was working in finished just the high school. So he quit. He was not satisfied with that because he said, I can't work for someone that doesn't have the same value as me or is better than me. There's like those examples, but usually people are satisfied with the salaries and everything they get in the company. Everything is great and the internal environment is great, so there's no problems there. About external environment, BH Telecom is trying to hit different markets. So like they would try to be an internet provider, they would try to be best mobile services provider and everything. And maybe they're not the best in those different aspects of the market, but when it all comes together, they are actually the best company and the biggest company in the Bosnia and Herzegovina. About competition, so there's these two graphs here, which you can see, and there is the competition that they face. So we can actually see in the first graph that BH Telecom is the best fixed telephony market, but in the second graph we can see that Telema is actually much in front. But when it all comes together, we actually know that BH Telecom is the best. This is the two different graphs. So this is the mobile telephony. The first one was fixed telephony market, and we can see that BH Telecom is actually winning even on this market. The BH Telecom was the best company for a lot of years, but now it's starting to fall off because these different companies are actually giving better services and actually upgrading themselves better than BH Telecom is. So they actually are falling down, and we don't know in the future how it will be. It's still the best, but it's falling down.
So now we are going to talk about where is this company now. So when we take into consideration all the advantages, all the disadvantages and situations that have occurred in this company, so in the end we can say that BH Telecom intends to stay the most reliable solution for total communication needs of the users on our market, so on BH market. So BH Telecom is the largest of three telecommunication companies operating in Bosnia, which compromises two autonomous entities, so the Federation and the Serb Republic. So now we have to say something about the financial gain of BH Telecom. So BH Telecom, now we're going to see a graph. The next slide is on the graph. So the financial gain of BH Telecom from 2010 to 2015 was almost halved. So netto gain of BH Telecom in 2010 was 154.11, while in 2015 it was 80.70 million km. So the fall of profit was also the reason why the stock basically lost their value. So then we have the latest financial gain information that say that BH Telecom recorded a net profit of 50.9 million km in 2019, down from 56.2 million km a year earlier. So operating income was said to have declined by 4%, with operating costs falling by 3.1% year on year. So what does year on year mean? Looking at year on year performance, that allows us to see if a company's financial performance is improving, is it static, or is it worsening. So we can say that when it comes to BH Telecom, it is unfortunately decreasing. Just like every other company in this world, BH Telecom has a competition in the market. So there are always some companies that provide cheaper services, but it doesn't necessarily mean that those services are better. So for example, there is Mtel, also one of the leading telecommunications operator in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and they also offer unique communication solutions. So the company also provides services in leasing, building, management, and care of every kind of telecommunication infrastructure. So since the privatization of majority stake to this day, to the present day, Mtel has achieved exceptional business results, which confirms a record of numbers that is 2 million customers. So when the net profit in 2016 was 70.7 million km, BH Telecom didn't end up being the most profitable telecommunication company in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So because Mtel's net profit was 61 million km, it is not such a huge difference, but it is a difference since we have to say that BH Telecom is one of the most biggest companies in our country. So why is that so? The director of this company, of BH Telecom, Mirsad Zaimovic, claims that BH Telecom didn't lose income because of the competition in the market, but because of the market decline that developed because of using the OTT. That means over-the-top applications, and those are the free applications. However, the information for 2019 clearly show that BH Telecom, let's say, lost from the competition. They failed to be the most profitable company in the country, although MTEL has 2,131 employees compared to 3,288 employees to BH Telecom. So the informations indicated poor efficiency in the operations of public operators. So users also show that they are not satisfied with the service of BH Telecom. They often mention the poor internet connection, the coverage, the nervous employees they face sometimes, and those are just the small things that can affect a big company like this one. So in the end, we can say that BH Telecom may be one of the biggest telecommunication company in our country, but it is no longer the most profitable and the most reliable one. So in this graph, we can see how during the years, the income of the three most profitable operators, telecommunication operators in our country, kind of decreased, and we can see that BH Telecom is also one of them. So that was all for this presentation. I think that we satisfied that our job. So I think that also think that you enjoyed our presentation. So thank you for your attention.